This is Soohoo. This is Unit 11
with Bridgette
and Camilla.
And we hope you enjoy. Okay, so for the first problem we have a set of numbers, and so first we want to arrange them in order.
So for the outliers, the one that's furthest away from all the other numbers, so 1 is like the one that's like not like the other ones, and the mean is when you add up all of the numbers and then divide it by how many numbers you have, and the median is when you list them in order and
Yeah, and so then the mode is the highest number, and then the range is the largest number minus the smallest number, and then the spread is from the lowest number to the highest number to the range. And then the 5-number summaries, you take the minimum, the maximum, and the median. And then you take quartile 1 and quartile 2, which is like the quarters for the entire thing. So for this, we are going to find standard division.
So this is your standard, and then this is the square root sign with some notation, and then in parentheses you have x, which is your average term, plus n, which is your mean, and the parentheses, and you're going to square that divided by your number of terms.
Yes, and so for this, you just place all of the numbers into the first equation, and then you get the sum of that, and then you would put it over n, so the number of terms, and then you get your answer, and then you square your root, and then you get your standard division.
Too strong, eyes too ching, I'm too gone.
Okay, so for this lesson numbers, we're gonna figure out the different graphs that we can do. So first we're gonna find your median. In the dot plot, you're gonna put in like the number of numbers that you have for each dot. So like, so for number 1, you only have like 1, so you're only gonna put 1 dot. But for 2, you don't have them, so you're gonna put a dot there. But for 3, you have 2 3s, and so forth. And for the box plot, you're gonna start with your minimum, and you're gonna put a dot there, and you're gonna draw a line for the quartile 1. And then at the median, you're going to put a line, and you're going to draw a little block between those. And then you're going to go to the quartile 3, and you're going to put a block between those. And in this case, the quartile 3 and the maximum are the same, so you don't have to put a line, but usually you would have a line connecting these. And for the histogram, you're going to use a frequency to fill in for the y-axis, and you're going to kind of do it for like, for how many numbers from 0 to 2, you only have 1, because there's only 1. And so you do the little chart up to 1. And then you go to 2 to 4, and you have 2 of those, so you go to 3, and so forth. Okay, so to start out, we have a normal distribution graph, and you're going to have to find out your median to find out first, and then you're going to find out what your standard deviation is, and you're going to add the standard deviation 1 going this way and subtract 1 standard deviation going this way. And you're going to add 2 standard deviations, and then do the same thing for each side. And each line over here represents what the percent is of the standard deviations, and each line over here represents how many standard deviations they have, and finding that out can help you find the percents of this.
Yeah, like for example, like this is a graph of the different heights of women in the U.S. and what percentage of them are certain height. So you can ask questions like what percentage of women are between the heights of 62 inches and 74 inches. And then you can just look at your data and add the percentages, and then you go 81.5%. Okay, so for this year, I kind of had 2 goals. One was to like get better grades, and also was like trying to like, you know, adjust to moving down to like Southern California and stuff. And I think I actually did both, because not only have I like kind of opened up and like made more friends down here, but like I got really good grades, especially this last quarter. So I think that like what helped me was like I kind of made a plan for myself, and so following it like really helped me out. And then one thing I learned this year that I should take into the future is to just try your best. Honestly, like when we had our life lesson about grit and everything, that really spoke to me, and so yeah, I really got a lot from that. So that is something I would take.
For me, just like goals I had, I just want to get the best grades like I possibly could. And I think a lot of times for a lot of my classes I did, but I could have tried a lot harder. Like the practice tests you give us are like so good for the test, you know, so I could have practiced those a lot more and gotten probably a lot better test scores. But I just think that a lot of my family stuff just like took up so much of my time that it was so hard for me, and like I just wanted to hang out with my friends and not do homework a lot. But this like year definitely taught me like how to be self-motivated and like study on my own and do stuff on my own. I really appreciate that. So thank you, Mr. Soohoo.
We gonna end it. And this is our last video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We all miss you, Mr. Soohoo.
Thank you for having us be friends because of this video.
I know. We love you. Well, I guess we love you. I don't know. I'm
We do love you. Okay.
Okay. Bye.
You got me, that's for sure.
Hi, Mr. Soohoo.
3. Go. Hello.
Numbers we're gonna.
Oh wait.
Let's try not to get too excited on camera.
So good I had to let you know that I was playing games with you.